Hello everyone, how are you all doing? Hope all are fine. So today we'll see how to make samosas. For making samosa sheets, we have to take 2 cups of maida flour, add half spoon of salt to it, add 1 tablespoon of oil, add 1 spoon of ajwain or carom seeds, remove the rings and clean your hands before making the dough. Make a firm dough by adding little by little water. Knead the dough for 5 minutes. See, you should get this consistency. Cover and rest for about 10 minutes. Now we have to make curry for samosas. Take 1 tablespoon of oil in a cooker. Add 1 spoon of mustard and cumin seeds to it. Let them splutter. Add 1 chopped onion pieces and fry well. Add 1 big potato pieces to it. Add 1 teaspoon of ginger garlic paste. Add 1 cup of soaked green peas to it. Fry for 2 minutes or until the raw smell of the ginger garlic paste disappear. Add 1 spoon of red chili powder to it. Mix well. Add 1 glass of water. Cover and cook for 3 whistles on a low flame. Once the pressure is completely released, open and check. Now mash the peas and potatoes only the halfway. Check salt and add 1 spoon of salt to it and let the gravy simmer until it becomes thick. Once it is this consistency, take out and keep aside to cool it completely. Now let's roll the samosa sheets. Take the dough and make half. Now divide the dough into 8 portions as shown. Now first into half, then to 4, then 8 pieces. Roll them into small balls and keep aside. Now roll each ball by dipping into dry flour to a roti shape as shown and keep aside. Now take one roti and apply oil in the manner which I am showing. Spread it over. Now sprinkle the dry flour as shown and place one more roti on it. Repeat the process until you finish 4 rotis. Apply oil and flour for only 3 rotis. You need not apply for the 4th one or the last one. This is very important step. Don't skip, otherwise you won't get thin samosa sheets. Now place the last one and just press over. Spread the flour on both sides and roll it into a big roti. We have used a maida flour, so it will spread very easily. Heat tawa on a medium flame and place the roti over it. For every 15 seconds you need to flip it. Keep on flipping the roti until you see small bubbles coming over and the roti is puffing. Once you see the roti is fluffing, you will get the layers getting separated from the roti. Now you have to pull it apart and take the sheets apart. Be very careful while doing that because the steam inside the roti will hurt you. Flip it and remove all the layers. You get 4 thin sheets. Be very careful while doing that. You cannot separate the layers once it is cooled down. So this process is very important and very risky. If you can do, continue. Otherwise, do not risk this process. See how thin the sheets are? You can see through. Repeat the process and complete the dough. Be very careful while doing that. I am repeating this. Now we have to make quarters of this sheet. Cut into triangles as shown. You can do it with scissors. It will be very easy. Now take 2 tablespoons of maida and add little water and make into a thick paste. This helps as a glue to stick the samosa sheets. Now make the samosa cone as shown using the maida paste. This is a very lengthy process, but at the end it's all worth. Prepare all the samosas as shown. For the remaining samosa sheets, need not worry. Keep it in a Ziploc bags or any airtight container and freeze it in a freezer. It will last for you for about 3 weeks or a month, but use it before a month. Now heat groundnut oil in a kadai and fry all the samosas on a medium flame until golden brown in color. Do not disturb them for 3 minutes. Later you can flip as shown and fry them. Once they are this color, take them out and serve hot. Serve hot with evening tea or coffee. If you like my videos, please do subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Bye bye.